Ishavasyam, Ishavasyam, Idam Sarvam, Ishavasyam, Idam Sarvam. Yajurveda 40.1, 40.1. Ishavasyam, Idam Sarvam. Idam Sarvam, all this. That means this whole universe. Vasyam, Vasa Nivase is the abode of Isha. Isha is God. This whole universe is the abode of God. Yajurveda. Now this is the 40th chapter of Yajurveda. It starts from Ishavasyam Idam Sarvam. Now some people separate this 40th chapter and call it as Ishavasya Upanishad. Ishavasya Upanishad and the 40th chapter of Yajurveda, both are one and the same. They separate it and say it is Ishavasya Upanishad. But its original place is 40th chapter of Yajurveda. To understand this as 40th chapter of Yajurveda is more beneficial than treating it as Ishavasya Upanishad. We have been discussing about God, Satyananda, again and again, and that is omnipresent. It's present everywhere. Sarva Vyapaka. How much we have got? We have seen another Veda mantra. It says, Tadantarasya sarvasya tadu sarvasya asya bhahyatah. It is in everything and everything is in it. God is everywhere. It is so huge that everything is in it. And at the same time it is so subtle that it is in everything. It's both. Now, by understanding this and really feeling it changes our way of looking at the life altogether. Now we are used to go in search of God on pilgrimage to temples, mosques, churches, this place, that place. They go in search of God. But once you understand this sentence, you will never go in search of God. God is in us. That's the closest place where we can experience God, where we can realize God. That's in us only. No searching for God is required. It will change our whole way we look at the world. Now the problem of not looking at God everywhere is enormous on this human society. So we create one special abode for God, maybe in the form of a temple or synagogue or any such thing. And we are under the impression that God is there in that only, between those four walls. And we set up doors and lock it and say God is there. So God is locked up in one place between four walls, and all other places we never see God, and we are leading our lives according to our whims and fancies, right or wrong. But in God's abode, maybe in a temple or a church, that this we say, oh, we should be honest, we should be pure, we should be humane, because God lives here. But where not does this God live? He's everywhere. So you have to lead a humane life, you have to lead a righteous life, everywhere. not only in that place of worship. We cannot restrict God to a place of worship. Our whole behavior will change, our whole way of life will change, and we have to do it everywhere at every point of time. Because the whole universe is the abode of God. I don't have a place to lie. I don't have a place to cheat. I don't have a place to steal. God is everywhere. He is seeing. He is a witness of all. We miss this when we lock God in some place of worship. That's what is happening now. Not only that, we give a forum to God. God has no forum. God is formless. He is peace. He is to be experienced. He cannot be perceived by our sense organs. But I make God an idol, make the photo of it, got a symbol of it, so many things. And you're able to see God only in that symbol, only in that photo, only in that idol. That restricts our understanding of God. Understand God is in everything. Then everything which we come in contact with, we respect it, we use it, we never abuse it. But if we are not able to find God in everything, then some things we revere, some things we don't revere. Something we treat with reverence, other things we misuse and abuse. And the final result, the brunt is upon us only. We are at loss. The reality is God is everywhere. Say I don't accept it. Doesn't matter, God is everywhere. I don't know. Doesn't matter, God is everywhere. That's the reality. And God is understood as peace and bliss. I can experience peace and bliss wherever I am. I need not go to a particular place, provided I am internally clean and strong. If I am internally clean and strong, I can experience God, that is peace and bliss, wherever I am under any condition. That itself is a big proof that God is everywhere. And God is peace, God is bliss. Peace and bliss cannot be seen by our sense organs. It is to be experienced by the soul. Provided the soul gears up itself to that level. It gears up itself to that level, it can experience that peace and bliss wherever it is under any condition. Whether in the body or whether not in the body. It doesn't matter. It's open for all. Anybody at any point of time, anywhere can experience God, that peace and bliss. Every one of us who have experienced this. But the problem with it is we were not able to hold on to it for a longer time. It comes in a flash and gets out. That is why, knowingly or unknowingly, we are all after that peace and bliss. We know so many things. Finally, we expect that peace and bliss. But doing anything and getting peace and bliss is not possible. We have to do the right thing to get peace and bliss. What is that right thing? It's very simple. We are human beings, live like a human being. Over. So the main features of a human being we have been discussing. Just two I will reiterate again. One is think. A human being is a thinking animal. No other animal can think. No other animal can think. They are restricted to their instincts. Nidra, ahara, bhaya, maituna. Sleep, food, fear, and reproduction. Whereas a human being has got that apparatus called brain, which is more powerful than the brain of all other animal, and he can think and think. So only when a person thinks, yes, he is fit to be called as a Manava Manushya. How do those two words come? Manava or Manushya? Mana, Jnane. Jnana is knowledge, thinking, analysis, capacity to understand the pros and cons of what we think, what we talk, what we do. That's a Manushya, that is a Manava. And that's what exactly Veda says. Manurbhava, be a human being. You are a thinking animal, think and lead your life. Don't lead your life like a sheep without thinking, without applying your mind, your discrimination. So if you lead a humane life, yes, we are fit to be called as human beings. What's the other one for human beings? To be humane? Compassion, mercy, love. Call it by name. Compassion, mercy, love. It's also possible only for a human being. We are capable of experiencing others' pain or pleasure without being in that state of pain or pleasure. You need not be in that state. Still, I can imagine what pain is for the other person. I can imagine what pleasure is for the other person. That capacity to imagine mentally is what we call it as compassion. It is a special feature of a human being. Animals, they are called as Pashu. What is the meaning of the word Pashu? Pashyati iti Pashu, just sees, looks at. They is just a witness. Emotions will not enter into it. Fear, yes, it enters. If the condition around is fearful, frightening, yes, it can experience it. It has got something to do with its sleep, with its food, with its reproduction, yes, it reacts. Beyond that, there is no emotions. Beyond that, it cannot experience other feelings. That's why it's called as a Pashu. But we are not Pashu, we are Manava, Manushya. So when we understand this and lead our lives along those lines, yes, we'll be closer to that bliss and peace. And we can hold on to this peace and bliss for a longer time. And once we are out of the birth and death cycle, yes, we are in completely a state of bliss and peace for a long, long time, crores of years. For all that, the area of our work is this world, this universe where we live in, and this is also the abode of that great Satchidananda God. We are like tenants in his house. He is our master, he is our owner. And he observes everything of ours. What we think, what we talk, what we do. We cannot escape from the vision or eyes of that God. Because it is omnipresent. Ishavasyam idam sarvam. Everything is under his surveillance. I can escape from the surveillance of a CC camera. I can escape from the surveillance of any of my fellow beings. But I cannot escape from the surveillance of that God. When I am aware of it, yes, I shall be careful and I shall be as far as possible righteous. That's what is required. Righteousness upholds the whole universe, and non-righteousness will spoil the whole world and make it a horrible place to live in. Both are in our hands. Be righteous or not be righteous. Being righteous is humane. Being not righteous is devilish. We have got a clear-cut option. Another thing is this Isha is that God, is also a just judge, a great judge. Everything comes to his notice, is everywhere. And he knows everything, omniscient. He is omnipresent as well as omniscient. And he has got such a beautiful system, this whole universe, what he has created, where all our good things will be rewarded and all our bad things will be definitely punished. That system. Punishment of the law which is man-made, I can always do it. I can escape from it. I can bribe, I can escape, I can run away, I can do something and say or prove that I am not that. But he is a just judge and is able to see everything and I cannot hide anything and my punishment or reward is definite. This also you have to understand. His system is so just, is so impartial that our all good things will be resulting in rewards and all our bad things will be resulting in punishment. Between our rewards and punishment, I cannot offset it. That is also there. This is a separate account, that's a separate account. And every punishment has to be endured. There is no escape. Some say, perform this shanti, perform this puja, perform this, etc., and you'll be free from your punishment. No. It's a big racket and they make money, that's good. But in reality, I cannot escape from any of my punishments. Unless I bear it, unless I take it. It's a must. I told many times, God will not give us kshama. God gives us kshama. It appears as though I am contradicting my own statement. But the thing is, the first kshama what I have used, God will not give us kshama. That kshama we understood as excuse. God will not excuse us. Actually, the meaning of the word kshama is tolerance. So in that sense, God gives us kshama. That He will not excuse us. He will not relieve us from our punishment, but He uses His strength to tolerate the punishment. So kshama is in that sense. And the actual meaning of the word kshama in Vedic language and in Sanskrit also is tolerance, capacity to bear it. And it never means, as in colloquial language, kshama doesn't mean excuse, leaving out, okay, go, you are spared. That is not excuse. That's not kshama. The basic meaning of kshama is tolerance and capacity to bear. That will be given us by God. If I accept, yes, it's my fault, I have done this mistake, let me be punished. If I am open for it, yes, we will get that tolerance because you understand that it is my own mistake. Self-made mistake, self-made thing, and I am responsible for that punishment. If I realize that, yes, I'll take it happily and I will be able to tolerate it. When this tolerance is not there, they'll be saying XYZ is responsible for my problem. I'm in hell. X is responsible, Y is responsible, Z is responsible. Oh God, you come and save me. That's how we pray. Such thing will never happen. Unless we have a role in the cause of getting punished, nothing will happen. We are there in that. Our role is also there and we will take our punishment. If I am not at all wrong, no punishment will come. The very thing that I have received punishment means somewhere I have done something wrong. But accept it. And I have to be careful while leading my wild life in a righteous way. Because that Isha Vasam Idam Sarvam. This whole world is the abode of that God and He is everywhere, omnipresent, omniscient, and He is looking at every thought, word and action of mine. It's under His surveillance. So once I realize this, the very outlook of my life, the very style of my life will change. Because whatever negative thing I do, it immediately catches the eye of the God. And what is the result? I will be punished. Impartially. Whoever it be, however the person be. Once they commit a mistake, they are punished. Punishment is ready. When the punishment will be given, we don't know. It may be today, tomorrow, or in the next birth also. But punishment is assured. Punishment is definitely going to happen. What is the other Veda mantra? Just complement to this. Paktaram pakva punaravishati. The one who cooks the porridge has to eat it. Whether tasty or not, that is your headache. You cooked your porridge well, yes, you will enjoy it. You cooked your porridge the worst way, it's your responsibility, you have to eat that. Without eating that, you cannot close it. Paktaram punaravishati. Whatever food you cook, you alone has to eat it. You cannot escape from eating it. So be careful. How do we get it? Be righteous. Be a human being. The basic values of a human being, the basic features of a human being is to think and be compassionate. Over. Basic things. Ishavasam idam sarvam. And we are always being supervised, always being under surveillance of that omnipresent and omniscient God. Ishavasam idam sarvam. Next one. Tena tyaktena bhunjithaha. Tena tyaktena bhunjithaha. Hu mahaprana, tha also mahaprana. Tena tyaktena bhunjithaha. Same, Yajurveda 40.1. Tena tyaktena bhunjithaha. Another piece of the same Veda mantra we can take because they go hand in hand, that is ma gridhaha. Tena tyaktena bhunjithaha. Ma gridhaha. Gridha mahaprana. Ma gridhaha. 40.1 Yajurveda. It's very simple. Whatever is given by that God, you have it and enjoy it. Ma gridha. Don't snatch. Don't grab. Don't snatch. Don't grab. The system in this universe, as stated by God, is in such a way that whatever you do will get our results. Fine. Whatever we deserve, we will get it. Because God is impartial. So the word for impartiality is Aryama. Aryama. He is straightforward, transparent, and impartial. Aryama. That's the word. God is also called as Aryama. So he is impartial and is, as you just now saw, omnipresent and omniscient. He knows what reward has to be given to whom. And we'll get it. We'll get it. But the whole problem is we expect it now, today, in such a proportion. That's our problem. But we are sure to get our rewards. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be expecting it will come to you. Be doing, be leading your righteous way of life. That's your duty. What is to be given, when to be given, how much to be given, it is his lookout. But be sure you will get it. You will never miss it. This is what exactly Krishna also says in Gita. Karmani eva adhikaraha te ma phaleshu kadachana. Your whole focus has to be on your duties, on your righteousness. Phala, don't worry about it. You are sure to get it. Ma phaleshu kadachana. At any point of don't worry about it. You are going to get it. Such is a beautiful system in this universe created by that God. We also have our own setup and our constitution. But such a thing is not ensured here. It's all there in the book. Something may happen, something may not happen. It's all because of man-made constitution, man-made system. Culprits may escape, innocent people may get punished. All such things happen, is happening. But in God's creation, under God's law, under God's constitution, nothing like that will happen. We are sure to get our results, and at the same time we are sure to get our punishments. I cannot escape both. So what has to be my focus? My focus has to be on my duties and what I have to do. That's enough. Other things will be taken care of. Tena tektena bhunjithaha. According to what I deserve, yes, I get my fruits. That's a gift of God. Take it. Say thanks. Enjoy it. Share it. Be happy. That's the best way of leading our lives. That's the best way. What should not be done? Ma gridaha, don't grab, don't snatch. If somebody has it, don't steal it. Don't take away, don't grab. Just because you are strong and they are weak. You are never going to do all these things with a person who is stronger than us. We are going to do it with those who are weaker than us. You are not supposed to do it. You are supposed to safeguard the weak. You are supposed to give support to the weaker thing. But you are not supposed to snatch from them. If grabbing things comes, if that becomes the order of the society, then the whole society will be in chaos. X grabs from Y, Y grabs from Z, Z grabs from A grabs from again X. It becomes a very big vicious circle where nobody can lead a peaceful life. Everybody is afraid who will snatch what I have got. I don't know who grabs it. I cannot protect what I have. And what becomes? The final result is survival of the fittest physically. That survival of the fittest, okay, is okay in an animal world, not in human world. Animal, that is a rule, okay. That it is stronger, will survive. Okay, fine. That's a jungle law. But it cannot be a human law. Because we are capable of thinking, we are capable of understanding the problems of others and being compassionate. That's what I was telling earlier. So a person is compassionate and thinking will never opt for grabbing, snatching. Ma gridha. Gridha is gribhi grahane. By force, we will not take it. Even though it is before my eyes, it's not mine, I will say it's not mine, I will not take it. Such detachment to other things, other possessions is what is required of a human being. If a person doesn't follow it, he will also be subjected to the grabbing today or tomorrow. Then I will cry, oh, somebody has snatched what I have got. What did you do earlier? You do the same thing. So somebody has done it for you today. So the whole order, that whole system is not compatible, is not comfortable, is not happy. Don't touch it. Don't take somebody's property. Don't eye on somebody's property. Don't think of snatching it. Whatever is given to you by God, take it. Whatever is the fruits of your labor, take it. Irrespective of how much it is. Another piece of Veda mantra, it speaks like that. Mitte ramaswa bahumanyamana. You are leading your righteous life, you are leading an honest life, a transparent life, an honest life. Whatever you get, irrespective of quantity, please enjoy it as though If you snatch or grab, if you are not satisfied with God's gifts, then it really says that you are not on the righteous way. You are not happy with what you get. You are not happy with what you deserve. If you want more, work for it. Work for it. Don't grab, don't snatch. You work for it, you labor for it, you sweat for it, and you will be getting it. No problem at all. And another very important thing is, okay, out of your own labor you have got it, but you are enjoying, don't be selfish. Share with others. Because that sharing is part of your compassion, and that makes you more human, a better human. Your own labor, your own fruits, still share it with compassion. With those who deserve it, with those who are less fortunate. This I discussed. That is called as Bali Vaishwadeva Yajna. Bali Vaishwadeva Yajna. Yajna doesn't mean an altar of fire and offering. No. Whatever deeds we do, when we do it in the best way, everything is called as yajna. Everything that is done in the best way possible. That's the definition of yajna. So, Bali Vaishwadeva Yajna is sharing what we have with those who are less fortunate and with those creatures around us. I am not different from the environment where I live. I am not separated, severed from the environment where I live. I am part of it. When I am part of it, the creatures, the other people who live around is part of my life. I cannot be alone. I cannot be solitary. But to live with them. So when you are living with your fellow creatures, fellow beings, fellow human beings, your duty shall be to share what you have got. It's not that you have to share everything and you become empty-handed. No. A little you share with them because they are unfortunate, because they are not able to sustain themselves, because they are not able to fend for themselves. Share it. They will also be happy, you will also be happy. By enjoying it ourselves, yes, we will be happy. At the same time, by sacrificing certain things to others also makes us happy. This we can understand only as human beings because we are compassionate, not otherwise. Share with those who are less fortunate and who are in need of. And whatever is left out, you please enjoy it happily. Now the environment what we are creating by following these things is so conducive, is so harmonious, is so humane. Everyone in that environment will be happy and wonderful. We can create it. We can create such a nice world. And we create such a peaceful world, peaceful society. I am also benefited because I am part of it. I can also experience that peace. I can also experience that pleasure. This mutual understanding and mutual cooperation is the essence of human life. Many animals also do this instinctively. But you are supposed to do it with a good thought, well thought out way. You have to do it. It's possible. They cannot say, no, I cannot. You're a human being. You can do it. Don't snatch. Don't grab. Whatever is your share, take it and enjoy. And while enjoying it, also share it and enjoy. Tena taktena bhunjitaha. God gives us. Yes, we can have certain things for our existence, for our sustenance, for our progress. Fine. Take it. But let it be the fruits of your hard labor. Let it not be something you snatch. Let it not be something you grab. That whole system of grabbing and snatching will make this society and universe chaotic. Don't be part of it. Make a better, harmonious social living. Then what is the principle I have to follow? Whatever I have, I should be satisfied with that, and I should not snatch, grab. Of course, we have so many things. Around us, we find so many people who don't have even what I have. And what should be their life? Their life will be more wretched. Whereas my life is better than that. Should I not thank God? Should I not be satisfied with that? Contented with that? And contentment we should first experience. Then if you want more also, you can try, no problem. But it should be on the basis of the contentment with what I have. That's the benchmark. God has given me this much. Thank you, God, I'm happy. You want something more? Get it, try for it. Then there is no problem, because if you get, you will be happy. If you don't get also, you are already contented. So there is no problem. And in trying to get more, I am not avaricious, because already I am contented. So that's the difference between asking for more. Asking for more with the discontentment will create tension problem, whereas asking for more after being contented with what I have makes it pleasing, pleasurable, and will not harm either me nor anyone around. Does it mean that I should not ask for more? Yes, you can. You can work for more. But they should all be on the ground of satisfaction with what we have already. If I get it, fine. If I also don't get it, fine. Because I'm already happy with what I have. That makes our life tolerable. That makes our life harmonious, peaceful, happy. If it's the other way, yes, I'll always be discontent, and a person who is discontent and dissatisfied can never experience happiness or peace at any point. That's the truth. That's the truth. He'll always be disgruntled. He'll always complain, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't. Even if the whole world is given to that person, he can never be happy. Even if he owns everything, still he says, why not I get something more? Asking for something more is okay, I said, but he should be on the platform of, on the benchmark of being satisfied with what we have already. This is what yoga also says. In yoga we have got the second step in yoga, that's called niyama, and in the niyama we have got one which is santosha. Santosha is being happy. This we have to do deliberately. Happiness will not be showered on us. We have to work for it. How do you work? That santosha is the result of our contentment and satisfaction. With whatever you have, if you are satisfied and contented, santosha gets generated there. If I am dissatisfied, disgruntled, never will be able to experience that santosha or happiness. That's the secret of it. So it says, Tena tyaktena bhunjithaha. Whatever is gifted to you, first understand it and be happy. We can see that happiness and satisfaction, anything what I have. Okay, I'm talking now and you are listening. And you talk and I listen. At least we are benefited with, we are bestowed with that capacity to hear. It's not a gift. There are lakhs and lakhs of people in the world who cannot even hear. They are deaf. What about their fate? I'm able to see the creation of God, the flowers, the hillocks, the natural beauty, everything I am able to see. Thank God. But there are so many people in the world who are blind. What about their condition? They are not able to see. Deaf, dumb, blind, lame. There are so many people. Thank God, I am not all that. If I start thinking like this, I can experience the satisfaction and contentment then there immediately. I got a house to live. Thank God. There are so many people who are on footpath, who are on streets. Imagine their condition when there is a cold or there is too much of heat. Thank God I am not in that condition. So start looking at world like this. For every gift of God what I have, I'll be more and more happy, and I create my own happiness. And this happiness can be multiplied, provided I share what I have. My eyesight I cannot share, okay. But a blanket what I am wearing I can share with one who is on streets. Fine. With one blanket less, I am not poor, I don't become poor. With one morsel of food I share with one who is hungry, I will never get starved. Not do it. Share it. They'll be happy. They'll be happy to get that one blanket, one extra morsel of food. If every one of us who are lucky enough to have all these things, we share it, yes, their life becomes tolerable. They also can live happily. We will be the cause of their happiness. We will be contributing a little of ours with them and make them very happy. That is compassion. That is humane. And this can be extended to any level. This nature of not being satisfied with what we have and trying to grab others is at the root of every war we are seeing around us. Why wars? Not as an individual, but as a country we are trying to fight over, and we are trying to grab what they have in their boundary. Is it not? Every country within their territories have got their own natural resources. You want to grab them, so you want to wage a war. See? From an individual level to the level of a nation, the whole way of thinking itself is corrupted. I want to grab. I want to wage a war and have it. That's what is happening. We say, okay, it's yours, it's your gift, you are born there, the natural resources around you is yours, enjoy it. Fine. There is no war at all. And today we see war in one part of the world or the other continuously, 24/7. Because we are all interested in grabbing, getting more and more, by force or otherwise, we don't mind. Want to have it. This very avariciousness, this very nature of grabbing creates all disturbance at the level of an individual, the level of a family, and at the level of the world. Now this piece of Veda mantra attends to all such problems, and it says, don't grab. And for the person who have got, there's a rule for them to share and enjoy. All these don't grab. They will share with you, take it and enjoy. And at the same time, you have got your own gifts. Enjoy that. Say thanks. You are also lucky enough to have all those gifts. There is no person in the world without any gift of God. Every one of us have got one or the other gift. We have to identify it and recognize it and be happy. Then another beautiful question comes in the same mantra, next one. Tena taktena bhunjitaha magritaha. The next one is kasya swit dhanam. Kasya swit dhanam. Same 40.1. To whom belongs all this wealth? That's a beautiful question. Kasya swit dhanam. Whose wealth is all this? Ultimately, who is the owner of all this wealth? I have to answer this question very genuinely and honestly. Very simple question that we have to ask is, did we bring all this wealth with us when we were born? Never. No one of us brought this with us. We are all born with a bare body and empty hands. We never brought anything. What is the other counter question? Are we able to take anything when we die? Never. We go empty-handed. You must have heard that story of Alexander and Napoleon, anything is okay. He was telling that when I die, doctors doctors must carry my coffin. That was his condition, that was his will. Doctors must carry my coffin and my hand should be out of my coffin. And somebody asked why. He said, in spite of having so many doctors, I died. So doctors are not caretakers of my life. So that's why they are carrying my coffin. The very doctors who attacked me. What about my hand being empty? So I waged war on so many countries, I amassed this and that, everything. Now at the time of leaving, my hands are empty. I am not able to carry anything. The story is attached to Alexander or Napoleon, whoever it may be. But the thing what we have to understand here is, we are going empty-handed. We came empty-handed, we go empty-handed. If I were to be the master of this wealth, I should have brought this wealth with me and take it with me. No, it's not possible at all. For anyone, no exception. Nobody brings anything while coming, nobody takes anything while going. At the time of birth also you are empty, at the time of death also you are empty. That's a reality. Nobody can challenge this. Nobody can negate this. Now the whole question that it has is, Kasya Siddhalam, to whom does this wealth or resources belong to? Not to you. You did not bring it. Not to you. Because you are not taking it. Then this whole wealth, this all natural resources belongs to the Creator. He is the owner of it. Then what are you then? What are you then? Some natural resources, some wealth is under you, is under your control, is in your hands now, after birth, before death. Then what's the relationship between you and the wealth what you have? That is the answer we have to find out. Of course you are not the owner of it, it's not yours, but it's there still in your hands. Then what are you? I am a trustee to them. That's a very important thing. I am only a trustee. It is entrusted to me. I am not the owner of it. I am only a trustee of it. Vishwasta, that's the word what we use. Vishwasta, I am only a trustee. I am only a caretaker of it. I don't own it. I am a caretaker. For having taken care of it, yes, I will be rewarded, and that is for my livelihood and for my sustenance. I am not the owner of it. I am only a trustee, caretaker. That's the vision of Vedas. Now think a little. If you understand the world like this, our life like this, and whatever resources we have got in our hands in this way, will there be a fight? Can I say it is mine? Can I say I am the master of it? Can I say I own it? No. I can never think in those terms. I am only a caretaker, I am only a trustee. What is the responsibility of a trustee? Trustee is not supposed to endanger the corpus. Has to protect it, save it, and give it back as it was given to the trustee. And it was entrusted, it was in a particular condition, and when giving it back, once the trusteeship comes to an end, it should be given in the same way. If possible, I can enrich it and give, that's fine. But I can never deplete it, I can never spoil it. But what's it we are doing? That's introspect. At the point of our birth, we are given a certain quality of air. Just for example. Now by the time I leave, am I giving the air with the same purity to my future generation? No, I have spoiled, I have polluted this air so much that they are getting a worse air than what I received. Then you are not a trustee, you are a cheater, you are a traitor, because it was entrusted to you for protecting it, for taking care of it, but you did not do it, you did not perform it really well. How was the ozone layer when it was given to you? And when you depart, what is the ozone layer that you are giving to the next generation? The the ozone layer was good, and now we are giving a patched, torn ozone layer. And how can I call you a trustee? How can I believe you? How can I entrust things to you? Land, water, take anything, everything I have been exploiting and spoiling, and the whole world I am giving a worst world to my next generation. And I say, I love my generation, I love my children. They're not. Now this is a serious question that it has. Kasya siddhanam, whose property it is it yours? If I'm really on it, I say no. Then what are you? I'm a trustee, I'm a caretaker. Then what have you done? I've not taken care of it. The whole environment on this globe, you have spoiled it. It was harmonious earlier, now it is not so harmonious. You are not a good caretaker. We entrusted it to you with all faith, and you just cheated us. You never were serious enough to protect it. You wanted to exploit, you wanted to make use of it for your personal selfish ends, and finally, what you are passing it on is something which is not as good as you received it. You are not a caretaker, you are not a trustee, we cannot trust you at all. That's what is happening. Definitely I will be punished because I have not kept up my trust. You are only a trustee, you are not the owner of it. Of course, for taking care of it, you will be given something. Don't worry about it. You are not doing it free. You will be given something as remuneration, and that is sufficient for your existence, for your sustenance. Live your life 80 years, 90 years, 100 years, 100 plus years, and quit. But be sure that you take care of what was given to you well. Kasya siddhanam. Are you the owner of it? Do you have that liberty to handle the wealth what is given to you the way you like? No, because you are not the owner of it. Owner is somebody else. Will it happen in our life? Say I have got a house. I am not able to look after it because I have to go for a long tour. I ask someone and say, you take care of my house and I will come back in another 1 or 2 years. What is the responsibility of that person, caretaker? Has to maintain it, everything in and out, and if possible, enrich it, grow a lawn, grow few plants of flower or this and that. That's excellent. But it spoils the very house which I have entrusted him to take care. And after 2 years, if I come and look at the shabby condition of my house, will I just spare that person? I will say, you are entrusted for taking care of this. You are paid for it. Now what's the condition of my house? Definitely we question. The same way we will have to answer the question if it is asked by the owner of it. Who is the owner? That's that God. He will ask that question. You are given this whole universe thinking that you are a trustee. You are supposed to take care of the whole world and maintain it as it is. If possible, enrich. Otherwise also, okay, as it is at least. Despite everything, what sort of a caretaker, what sort of a trustee you are? We are supposed to answer it. Whether we want it or not, whether we know it or not. And if our answer is good, if we have really taken care of it, yes, we will be rewarded, otherwise we will be punished definitely. We cannot escape it. This is a serious thing which has to make us think. I don't think every one of us have to think on these lines. So when you start thinking on these lines, we will never pollute air, we will never pollute water, we will never pollute land, we will never pollute our environment. We will never denude our forests. We will not mishandle all the resources what we have, irrespective of where it is on the globe. Every one of us will be careful about it. What's the result of it? We'll be creating a beautiful environment for us, a healthy environment for us. And a healthy environment makes us happy and healthy. This one single question will change our way of thinking and change our way of life. It has to. To whom does all this wealth belong to? That's a simple question. And the answer can never be me. It cannot be that. I am not the owner of it. Next question is, what are you? What's your relationship with this wealth or resources? My relationship with these resources, there is no other answer than the answer that I am a trustee or a caretaker. Over. I am not the owner, I am a trustee or a caretaker. And do your duty, be happy. Over. If you don't perform your duty well, you will be punished. Simple. The owner punishes you, not the owner. The owner has his own method of punishing. So many things will come into our mind once we ask this one question: are you the owner of it? Who is the owner of it? It will change my whole way of thinking. It will change my whole attitude towards the things what I have. I can never say, it is mine. Immediately question, are you the owner of it? It's immediate question I get. And the answer is no. Then how can I say it is mine? It's not yours. It is given to you as a caretaker. It is given to you that you are a trustee. But a caretaker, leave it as it is. Don't spoil it. Don't abuse it. Don't misuse it. Because you are not the owner of it. But every day in this modern life, we are exploiting nature, spoiling it to the maximum extent possible for our selfish ends, as though we are owners of it. I am not supposed to do it. If every one of us realize this truth, then our relationship with all the resources around us will become so humane, will become so harmonious, and a new world will be created with peace and bliss. This one single question will change the whole life. I have to think seriously about it. Is it mine? Did I bring it? I am going to take it. No. We never brought it, we are never take it. That should be left over here. Because I am not the owner of it. Kasya siddhanam, who is the owner of this, is a very great question, and taking this question seriously will change the whole way of life, not only in my personal life, but also in the life of the whole world. The global world also, the global attitude and life also will change. If this one question is answered honestly, truthfully. Okay, that's for the day, and we shall discuss many more things in this chapter. There are so many subjects to cover. There are so many subjects to cover. There are so many subjects to cover. There are so many subjects to cover.